What is going on, guys? It's Scott with Never Hedge, and today we are talking about the DWAC absolute crash that just happened today. The good news is I think we may have found a bottom for this right now at 55-ish, and then it bounced right up off that and closed the day right at, let's see here, 58.97. So they did have a 30% L on the day, but I think part of that is the volume for today was, about half of what it has been in the previous 2 or 3 days. And then let's back it up here a little bit. So when we spiked to 175 here, the volume was at 150 million in shares traded here. So less than a tenth of that. But I want to go over the overall fundamentals of this and whether or not this thing could potentially see 52-week highs in the near future. So let's zoom in on the chart a little bit. When we hit the low of the freaking century at 54.96, the RSI was down to 9.75. So definitely oversold at this number here at the $54 mark. And if we go back to the 4-hour chart here and we look, so we have a huge gap at 45.56 that has not been filled yet. I think that gap has to be filled, so we could see another drop down to that level, fill that gap, and then potentially shoot back up to the $100 range within the next couple of weeks. And another thing you got to realize, so say you got in, on the first big green day at, $40, ride it all the way up to 175 and then back down to 100, and you just had the ride of your life, and now you're freaking out that this thing is going to go back down to $9. So you're going to be taking profits off the table. I think that is a lot of what this is. People just taking profits. This is a crazy parabolic rise. And I want to go over a couple of different things on this, where I see this company going here. So again, the vision here is to create an alternative to quote unquote big tech and the liberal media in the Truth Social network, allowing this for pre-order now on the Apple App Store. We'll see how long that lasts, if this thing even is available to download on the App Store. I bet you it won't be. I bet you it fucking won't be. But they're going to be doing a beta launch in November, and a nationwide rollout is expected in the first quarter of 2022. So I think this is still pretty early for this, as they have no revenue or even a working app out yet. And what they're also going to be launching is the TMTG Plus, a subscription video on demand service that features non-woke entertainment programming, news, podcasts, and more. So a couple of things. I mean, Trump got over 75 million votes last November, and I gotta think that if we look at Biden's approval rating right now, pretty, like, you got to figure polls skew left, right? So I would take maybe another 5 to 10% off the approval rating. So he's at, like, we'll say the actual legit approval rating is like 35%. So pretty much everybody fucking hates this guy's guts. He objectively pretty much sucks in his first 11 months in office. Gas is fucking $3.60 a gallon, and people are getting pissed off. And I think a lot of people are starting to, they're continuing to have buyer's remorse, and they're starting to get nostalgic for the MAGA days and the days of Trump, just fucking tweeting all sorts of crazy shit, telling Kim Jong-un he's going to unleash fire and fury on him, and things like that. It was certainly more interesting. So I think there is a lot of room there could get quite a few active users here. I want to go over to the Twitter numbers for comparison. They have 206 million active users on their platform. We had about 50% voter turnout here. So you got to figure there are 150 plus million in people in the country that still like this guy. Truth Social could get, say, maybe a third of that, say 50 million active users, and so we'll say maybe the TMTG Plus subscription service probably doesn't crack 20 million active subscriptions here, but if they are charging, say, $5 a month for their service, that's still 100 million a month in revenue, and 1.2 billion a year in revenue. So that is, market caps are typically 30-ish x annual revenue. So that puts us at roughly a $30 billion market cap, which, if we look right now, we're sitting at 1.91 billion in total market cap. So this thing could potentially, theoretically, speculatively 15x from here. That would put us at a share price of $886 fucking dollars. Now, do I think that's actually going to happen? Probably not, but we could definitely hit well over $200 per share once the beta launch happens and some volume starts pouring into this thing again. Right now with low volume, that the gap at 45, because of course the gap is at fucking 45, still needs to be filled. So until that happens, we're going to be trending downward. And then hopefully they put out some more press releases, things like that, get people hyped up again, get the money flowing into this, get the volume back up over a couple 100 million, and it will be off to the races again. But anyways, guys, that is just about going to do it for this one. So as always, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel for more updates on DWAC, as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.